Here he comes. He's sitting down at the guest chair. The man of honor. Here he is. One of the best-looking actors of all time, if you ask me. He's only getting better with age, too.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know how old our guest is, but if you can guess, I mean, if you know ahead of time, it's not fair.
Yeah.
If you could actually guess his age, I'll give you $100.
Really?
Yeah. And you may know ahead of time.
Can I quickly check my Wikipedia?
No, you may not. But I am amazed at how beautiful this
vibrant
man
and
is.
Wonderful, and still damn good looking. You've seen Tom Skerritt on Picket Fences and in so many great films, movies like Top Gun, Steel Magnolias, Alien, MASH, A River Runs Through It. What about Poison Ivy?
Personal favorite.
So many great movies. He's a longtime Seattle resident. He's very active in supporting the arts, including leading the film school. Starting February, when is this, the 3rd?
February 3rd is when it opens.
Tom is going to be starring in the biggest production in the history of the Pacific Northwest Ballet, the American premiere of Don Quixote, which runs through February 12th at McCaw Hall. You can get tickets at the PNB box office, online at pnb.org, or call 206-441-2424. Tom Skerritt, welcome back to the Bob Rivers Show. How are you, sir?
Hello, gentlemen. Good morning to you, and thanks for making me sound so pretty.
You're the handsomest man I know. My wife, when she found out you were coming in today,
So how old is he? I'm sorry, I forgot you're in the room.
Maybe it's impolite, but you're not a lady. I want you to
He's
take a
not
guess.
a lady. It's
Take
okay
a
if you're
guess.
not a lady, right?
Bob, take a guess.
Take a guess?
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm 64.
That's good enough.
That's good enough for you.
Yep, we'll leave it at that. He's not.
Got a full head of hair, a little bit of black left in it, which I don't have. And, you look great.
How you guys doing this morning?
Absolutely fabulous.
Having a good time.
Survived the weather of last week, and now we have some sunshine and blue skies and some optimism about getting people back powered again. Doing good.
Did you lose power, or does a film crew come and set up a temporary power thing right outside your house?
No, we didn't lose power.
Ah.
I came right out of high school, was not ready for college. I went right into the service. I wanted to travel. That was a cheap way of doing it. When I was in the service, I realized I had to go to college. So I came out of college with a GI Bill. I was able to wind up at UCLA Film School to become a director, and here I am.
And if you had had your way, I read, you would have stayed a director. You wanted to be a director first, isn't that right? And
yeah, I have.
Did they just look at you and say, you're too good looking, you have to be in front of the
Wrong
camera?
side of the camera!
None of that. I just happened to run into a guy with a TV director that lived in the neighborhood, and I had been asked to be in a movie, and prior to that, because I was seen acting, which I felt I had to do if I was going to be a director, you got to know how to act and write. So I'm all of those things. But I ran into this TV director who happened to be Robert Altman. I was mentored on him, and that's how MASH came about. So I had the schooling from one of the best.
And then you had this habit of running into other people like Robert Redford and people like that. Yes.
Yes, we've known each other for a long time, he reminded me.
Would you agree that the way to be great is to hang around other people that are great? That's a philosophy that a lot of people have.
You're only as good as the people you spend your time with,
Right.
and you're only as good as an actor as the material you're given, which is why we started the film school to teach fundamental good storytelling in film. So, yes, absolutely. Again, that's another conflict resolution deal, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Tell me about the film school, and say parents listening and they're hearing you and going, I think my kid has a lot of talent. How do they get into it, and how do they start on a path? Like so many kids now, I think that they think the way to get to be an actor is to be picked to be on a reality television show. I would imagine that you would not go for that.
That's really... We've become a very cosmetic society, haven't we? About looks, and as you guys were alluding to me, for crying out loud, I don't look in a mirror much, so because I write. So
it's a shame. You should look in a mirror 18 times an hour. If I looked like you, I would have a mirror strapped to my neck. By the way,
but you do.
Mr. Skerritt is 78 years old.
Wow!
And I don't mean to bust your chops, but you are very well preserved, which is probably most
Well
insulting thing to say.
preserved is not
I
someone you
know.
say. It's something you say to someone who's still
You don't
alive.
look-
for
But
God's sake.
he's talking. He's speaking to the Irish, and
You're well preserved, Tom.
Look at you there.
they pickle us, man.
I would never guess. Obviously, what is your health regime?
Diet's a big deal.
Yeah.
I cut out meat a long time ago.
Cut
long
out
before,
meat?
yeah.
Serious?
Well, I don't know if it was for a health reason or what I heard about cattle and how they're slaughtered, how they're processed. Didn't sound appetizing. And
What about fish? They deserve what
fish?
they got coming.
Oh.
Don't you agree?
Yeah. I think you sound like you're from New Jersey.
I am.
Fish got what they got. What they got. Come on.
Right.
Do you
Let me tell you.
do you eat with the fishes?
I ate with the fishes. I ate without them.
Either way, we eat.
That's funny.
Let me put a little sauce on that.